Hello, everyone. My name is Penny Bongato, and today I am very, very privileged to have a special guest in my program, in my conversation with friends. This man has been my mentor for the past 10 years when he first came to the Philippines, when I attended his workshop twice, and I couldn't resist attending his workshop in the US. I don't know how the money came, but it came. And he has been my mentor ever since. And he is also America's #1 coach, success coach, co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series books and the success principles. He has also certified several trainers to be Canfield certified trainers in the success principles and the Canfield methodology. And I'm proud to say I am the first Filipino Canfield certified trainer in the success principles. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my mentor, and this is beyond my wildest dream that he said yes to me, Mr. Jack Canfield. Hi, Jack.
Uh, Hi, Penny. Glad you asked me. I'm really glad. I know you're really up early. I can hear the roosters in the background. It's the end of my day, so we're both kind of like, oh, where are we?
I have my cup of coffee that says, I don't know if
Great.
you can read it,
Yeah,
grateful.
grateful. Very good.
Yes. So I'm grateful you said yes. I'm deeply honored. So, Jack, how is it there in the US? I know in California it's also locked down, right?
Yeah, we are locked down. We've been locked down for about 10 days now, and I've not left my house once. My wife has gone out to get some groceries. We're wiping everything down that comes into the house with wipes and washing our hands. I saw someone the other day. They said I've I've washed my hands with alcohol so many times. I think my hands are going to have to go to rehab after all this. So it's like it's not too different from my life, except I'm not on the road. I'm not speaking. But when I'm home, I'm in my office. I'm writing. I'm doing webinars. I'm talking to people, which is what I've been doing nonstop for 10 days. I had a new book come out during all this called the Success Principles Workbook.
Yeah.
And normally I'd be doing interviews and podcasts anyway to try to promote the book, which is all these activities that people can do to put the success principles into practice and have them work. So I thought it would be a bad time to launch a book with everyone being at home and can't get out to bookstores, but we actually sold out of books on Amazon.com after the first 2 days. Now Barnes & Noble still has 1,000 copies. And people are reading at home, and so they're looking for things to do. So as much as I'm not out in the world, and everything that comes in, like when I open the mail, we have to wipe everything down and wash our hands afterwards and all that. Life goes on. It's pretty normal.
Okay. It's pretty normal, but we're all stuck in our
Yes,
houses.
we are. We are.
So for people like me and like you, I know that the PTS and TTT Live has been put online, and my speaking engagements as well has been canceled. What do you advise for us to do now that we're stuck at home?
Well, everyone's stuck at home. And I think, fortunately, I don't have young children. If I had three, like a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old running around, I'd probably be going crazy too. I noticed the number out of the first 100 books on Amazon.com that are selling the most, it's children's books or books of parents, like, what to do with your kids. So I think there's a lot of stress out there. People are, husbands and wives are at home that normally don't spend all day together, and there's a little more stress there. But I think what we can do for those of us that are in the world of consulting and coaching and writing and so forth, I've delivered 2 speeches that I would have had to lose the income of by Zoom. I was talking to a church in Miami, and they had all their parishioners just go on Zoom and watch me give the same talk I would have given if I was there in their chapel. I did a retreat for about, I would say it was about 20 authors, and they all came. Normally they would come to my house, and my wife said, no freaking way, they're coming to our house. So basically we did it by Zoom, and everybody got value. It was great. They loved it. So I think we're all learning we can do more coaching, more contact, more meaningful conversations. People are having, like, I was invited to a Zoom dinner party tonight where everyone's going to put their computers around and we'll eat while we're talking to each other and maybe For people who drink wine, we do that. There's a Zoom dance party that's been set up for Saturday night where everyone's going to they have a DJ that's going to be on the Zoom call and everyone's going to dance and have fun. So I think we have the ability to pivot and say, okay, what can I do from home? What services can I provide for people? And I think those of us that are in the coaching business, in the presentation skills and all of that, we're pretty lucky. You know, we can deliver our services either for free to benefit people like you're doing with your calls, or as a service that we can charge for. I think other people, one person I talked to, they own a gym where people can't come to the gym because they're not allowed to congregate. So he took all of his exercise equipment, called up all of his people that were coming to the gym before, said, look, I've sanitized all the equipment. I can deliver it to your house. You can pay a rental fee and continue to do your spin class on your bike or whatever. And I'll go online and teach you, you know, the exercises and how to lift weights and all that. So he's actually making more money renting his equipment than he was when he had people coming into the club for memberships. So I think there's a lot of ways most of us can begin to think about how can I pivot so that we can be more successful. And also, the final thing I would say about that is that every one of us has to ask, how can we be of service? Because if we don't have a thing we can do and necessarily generate a lot of money real fast, is to say, how can I help people, calm them down, teach them skills, you know, entertain them, whatever it might be, so that when we do come out of this lockdown, I have a brand that's related to caring, service, compassion, love, and all of that, so that people are more likely to want to do business with me because I cared about them when they were scared, when they were locked down, when they were not able to succeed in the normal ways they do.
There was one person in our group who said, we need to have a goal and focus on that goal to be able to get through this. How important is goal setting now when we don't even know what tomorrow will bring?
I think it's very, very, very important. First of all, you have a goal, you want to survive this thing. Secondly, you can have a goal. What would you like to accomplish during this period of time? Maybe there's that book you've been thinking of writing. Maybe there's that course you wanted to take online. Maybe you wanted to learn another language. Maybe you wanted to learn a song on your guitar. Maybe you want to develop your online presence, develop a website, you know, develop an online marketing presence. Whatever it is that you want to do, that you wanted to do in the regular world, now you have time to do it. You know, I'm telling people, this is the time to take an online course. I mean, we have more people signing up for our Breakthrough to Success online course now and our Train the Trainer online than we normally do, because people realize I'm at home, I have extra time, I'm not commuting to work, I've got an hour or two extra a day from that. And, you know, so I don't want to just sit around and watch reruns of television shows, you know, and binge watch on things that are meaningless. Why not use this time to be creative and powerful? So I recommend everyone create a breakthrough goal. What would be something that would literally take you to the next level if you achieved it during this period of time? And it might be finding a way to do your business online. It might be finding a way to fulfill some dream you've had a long time that you never thought you would do. I mean, I'm teaching myself to speak Spanish so I can talk to people in Spanish, which I know is valuable where you live. I'm also listening to some TEDx talks or things that I've wanted to listen to and learn about. I'm studying Dr. Joe Dispenza's work, which I think is really very valuable. Been working with Dawson Church and his Echo meditation, where he combines EFT and heart math stuff and stuff. This is really cool. Everyone should check out Dawson Church. Go to EFT Universe, EFTuniverse.com. He teaches something called Echo meditation, and it's up. You can just go to meditations on his little button up on the right-hand side. And he now has peer-reviewed, journal-published research that if you do this meditation he teaches for 7 days in a row without missing a day, it increases the immunoglobulins in your saliva by 113%. The coronavirus is going to come in through your nose or your mouth, possibly your eyes, but mostly your nose or your mouth. It's got to do that to get to your lungs. If your saliva, which it has to pass through because it's coating your throat and your mouth, it's double the amount of immunoglobulins it used to have. It means it's twice as effective at fighting off the virus. And so we need, again, it's a high vibration, but it also brings the immune system up. So these are things that we can be doing right now and learning to do and having a goal of surviving and thriving. So you can leave this however long this lasts, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, whatever we're home, we don't know right now. You can come out healthier. You can come out wiser. You can come out educated with new skills, perhaps even new certifications. Because, you know, you get certified online to be one of our trainers by just doing stuff online, answering some questions, writing a little video, and then sending it in, and you're done. So there's a lot of opportunities like that for people right now.
I know I've seen, I will check out the EFTuniverse.com that you mentioned.
Yeah, and it's ECO, Echo Meditation. ECO.
Echo
Yeah.
meditation. Okay, echo meditation. I'll check that out.
Yeah, and share that with students.
Go ahead, Jack.
I said share that with all your students as well.
Yes. So, Jack, once again, any last words for us in the Philippines, for everyone who's listening to this conversation, my dearest conversation with you?
I think the major thing I would say to everybody is focus on two things. Focus on your attitude. Know that we're going to get through this. We always have. The stock markets will come back. International trade will come back. Businesses will thrive again. You know, you guys have gone through some tough hurricanes over there. I remember I was in the Philippines right after one happened. Got to meet the prime minister of the president, whatever you have over there, woman at the time, and it was pretty devastating. And you guys came back, and so we will come back from this. What's different about this, which is actually a good thing, when you had a hurricane or what you call it, a tsunami, a typhoon, or what do you call it? Typhoon in the Philippines, it was yours. Now this is everybody's. So it's not like we go, oh, that's so happening in China, that's the Philippines. We don't care what's happening with Ebola in Africa. We're all in this together. So I think that we're going to come out of this much happier and actually better as a world. We will get through this. I would say the second thing to focus on is your health. You know, we know that if you take more vitamin C, if you take zinc, if you eat elderberry, there's a number of things. I won't try to become a doctor right now, but there's a number of natural remedies. Go online, type in natural remedies, vitamins, supplements that will, you know, boost your immune system. There's a lot of them. You can order those online. You can, you know, many of them are going to be herbal things that some of your natural doctors have been doing in the Philippines for centuries, and take advantage of that. Like yin chow is a Chinese herb that they've been using in China along with Western medicine, that so many people in Wuhan actually survived and are doing really well right now. So this is a time to be doing a little research. And when you find out something, then actually do it. You know, make sure you're staying warm, because the viruses don't like heat. So drink tea, which I know a lot of people do in the Philippines anyway. So just stay happy, reach out. You are responsible to manage your emotional state. And then, you know, one of the things, I'll end with this. One of my great teachers once said, be a student to those above you, be a teacher to those below, and be a fellow traveler with those on the same level. So whoever's listening to this, if you have something that can help somebody, do that, teach them. If there's something you need, ask someone to help you. And for the rest of us, let's just walk side by side and help each other get through this.
And we will get through this.
We will.
And this too shall pass.
Absolutely, it always has.
Okay, thank you, Jack. Thank you for the privilege of having this conversation with you, for interviewing you and teaching us once again on how we can get through this global crisis. This is not just the US, nor China, nor the Philippines. This is humanity. So even though we're all apart, at the end of the day, we're just one.
We are.
So
indeed.
Thank you once again. Ask. And you said yes. Thank you so much, Jack. And stay safe, stay home.
I will do that. You too.
Okay, thanks, Jack.